We recently stayed in Kidani Village at Animal Kingdom Lodge in one of the newly refurbished rooms. Today I'm going to take you through a room tour of the newly refurbished rooms, what's changed and all the pros and cons of staying at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. And the ultimate question is, would we stay there again? So let's dive straight in. I recorded a room tour while we were there and I'm going to insert that footage now. Okay, so you come in and you have your new DVC kitchenette. They have also replaced all the floor with hard flooring, which is great because it used to be a carpet and it was nowhere near as good. I'm going to bring you straight through into the bedroom area. So my kids have jumped all over the bed. It is what it is. So you have your bed here, and then what used to be a sofa bed is now a pull down bed. They have also changed all the side tables to have these lovely worktops, and there's extra charging, and they actually have those on both sides now. So you've also got charging ports on that side. And then here we've got a pull down bed. Boys, can one of you help me pull the bed down?
Yes.
Thank you, Mason. So this is the new pull down bed. Ready, Mace? Whoa, slow it there. Okay, I'm not going to pull it all the way down. But look, it's Simba and Nala. Theo was so happy with it when he saw it, and I was really hoping we'd get it for him. So we've got Simba and Nala as the pull down bed. Push it back up for me. Nice tables, lovely chairs, the Hakuna Matata mirror, which I absolutely love. You've got your TV, trash. But there's loads of outlets into the bathroom, which they have changed, and it's now beautiful. There's also a stool under here for children, which I absolutely love. And then they now have got a new shower with the lovely new tiles, and it doesn't have a horrible shower curtain. So that's the new, let me pull this door back for you. So that's the new tub and shower. And then, hello, it's me again. And then there's a full mirror here. And in here, of course, is the toilet. They have lots of towel rails. I've noticed the additional hooks as well. They've got new hooks everywhere, so you can hang lots more things up. This is a really big space. This would connect it to become a 2-bedroom villa. You have a storage cupboard in here. Okay, so let's discuss what's new. A huge thing that I think needed to be done was replacing the carpets with hardwood floors. I'm going to insert some pictures. Here is a picture of what Kidani Village used to look like in a standard studio room, and here is what it looks like now, and you can see the difference between the two. Changing out the carpet is a game changer. I feel like the resort feels so much more modernized. At the moment, if you're going in the next kind of 6 months, they are still doing the refurbishments in Kidani Village. So while we were there, there was lots of pardon our pixie dust sign, and you could see that there were still lots of rooms being renovated. So you may not get a newly refurbished room. I did put a request in for that, and I would recommend you do the same if you're looking to stay in one of the newly refurbished rooms. My favorite thing was probably the Hakuna Matata style mirror. I loved that addition to the room, but overall modernizing those rooms made it feel wonderful. It just feels fresher and brighter, and it just gives that deluxe feeling that I don't know if Animal Kingdom Lodge always had. I'll talk about that a bit later, but the deluxe, it is a deluxe DVC resort or a deluxe Disney resort if you're staying in just Animal Kingdom Lodge. Quick separation between the two if you don't already know. Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge is the deluxe Disney hotel. Kidani Village is the Disney Vacation Club members part of the resort. We are DVC members and have been for a while, so we have used this resort on several occasions, mostly because it's great on points and you get a real good value for points on Animal Kingdom Lodge. And staying there this time with the newly refurbished rooms, I felt like it was a steal for the points that it was, and I might discuss the DVC points and how it works in a later video, so let me know below if you would like to see that. Okay, let's discuss the resort itself, okay? I want to talk through all the pros and all the cons of Animal Kingdom Lodge and Kidani Village. Here are my pros. Let's start with the pros. The pro for me is the animals and the magic that this hotel holds. We have children and we travel with children, but I stayed at this resort before we had children, I don't think you need to be a child or have children to feel the magic here. This resort holds magic. Just the lobby itself in both sides of the resort is incredible. It's so beautiful. And if you're not staying there, you have to head there just to see the lobby. Like the magic, oh, it's one of my favorites. You're getting a lot for the value in the resort here because no other resort is providing you with a safari view. No other resort is allowing you to eat and watch and play and swim and have a view of animals. Let's look at what there is in terms of food and pros at Kidani Village and Animal Kingdom Lodge. I think it's really underrated. There is some of the best food options. Sana, the bread service is incredible. It's incredible. It is like an Indian African style cuisine and it's a table service restaurant. So, you know, it comes with a price tag. I'm going to tell you a quick trick in a minute on how to have it at a quick service rate. The bread service is incredible. The food is incredible. The view is incredible. Be careful to book at a time where it's still daylight so you're getting to see the animal and request the window view. Most of the tables in there you can see out the glass anyway, so you don't need to be right against it, but it's beneficial if you are. I actually think it's one of Disney's best kept secrets. You can go here for a quick service breakfast. I'm going to insert some footage here for you to see, but this is a quick service breakfast. They do Mickey waffles. They do some of the nicest avocado on toast I've ever had. They do all different types of breakfast options and you can have it to go. You can eat in Sana restaurant, which means you're getting the view of the animals. Breakfast. And I have a vlog, one of my future vlogs, you'll be able to see us doing that while we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge and you'll be able to see the full experience. So make sure you tune in for that, but it's worth it and 100% must be done because you are getting that experience with your quick service breakfast. And if you're on the dining plan this year or you've got kids eat free, then you absolutely need to make the most of going there for breakfast. Like, I won't say any more about it, but guys, you have to go. Mara, it's great. I feel like there is some really good flatbreads. We've had some really good, what else do we have over there? The flatbreads are really good. They do really nice wraps. They do a really good range of food. I'll try and insert a little bit of the menu over here, but it's all fresh, it's lovely, it's quite big, it's really near the pool. We ate there several times and I really like it. There are a couple other quick service options and then there are, of course, one of my favorite on-site restaurants is Boma. Boma for breakfast is incredible, but you're paying that table service price and I don't always want to pay that, especially with young kids, because I do feel like it's pricey. So we don't go very often. We went there for dinner in 24. And we haven't been back since, not for any other reason. The food options were wonderful and the chef did make my son, who's particularly picky, an entire bucket full of chicken tenders and fries. So there are options there, but it's a really lovely restaurant and the vibe is great there. I've always loved it there. I think overall the food at Animal Kingdom Lodge is pretty solid. There's some great options and I think it gets forgotten about. Let's talk about space. This place is huge. It's great for families in terms of outdoor space. I think it has one of the best splash pads in Disney at Kidani Village. If I have some footage, I will insert it here. If not, I will pop a photo up for you to see. But this is one of the best splash pads, I think, in and around Walt Disney World. Also, it's great because it's not just a splash pad where you're contained, it's quite big in terms of space, so the kids can really run around and there isn't like too much water at the bottom, there's seating around it. Yeah, I think it's great. I think the pool options are good. The entertainment at the pool is usually good. There are a few cons and I'll come on to those shortly. But in terms of pro, I think the pools are good. I like the pools. They get busy. I do think it lacks quiet pools, but that is a con and we'll talk about those later. Okay, let's get on to the cons. And here are the cons of the resort from my perspective. They're not the same from everyone, and I get that, but let me share the cons that I see with this resort. The biggest one that everybody talks about is the only transportation is bus. Now that is okay for me if I'm doing Animal Kingdom for a short, Animal Kingdom Lodge, should I say, or Kidani Village, for a short section of my stay. Because I don't mind getting on and off the bus with it. It doesn't actually bother me. My kids are getting a bit older. I have some really good tips on helping young families getting on and off the bus and what we've done over the years, because it is frustrating sometimes. And I will do a video later on to try and go through like surviving Walt Disney World with kids, and I'm going to add those tips in, so make sure you're subscribed for that video because it's coming in the future. So yeah, there's buses. The only mode of transport is bus, and you are quite far away. Animal Kingdom is quite set back, and Animal Kingdom Lodge and Kidani Village obviously are linked to that, and they are set quite far back. That obviously is the case because of the acreage and the space they need for the animals, the noise, all those types of things. So I absolutely get it, and I think the magic outweighs it, but I don't know if I would want to do 2 weeks in Animal Kingdom Lodge on buses only, especially if I had little ones. It can take a while to get everywhere, and you have to factor that in because the distance from the park, from the hotel to the parks, can be a bit longer. You don't have a monorail or a Skyliner, or you can't walk. So that's one con for me. The next con I would say is how separated the rooms are. Because of it's almost like in a horseshoe bay, that's kind of the shape of Animal Kingdom Lodge, you can end up right at the very end, and it can be quite a walk. And I get that sometimes when you have walked 30,000 steps in the day and you're exhausted, and then you've got another 5,000 steps just to get to your room, and sometimes that is frustrating. But you can request rooms that are closer to the amenities. Food options if you have fussy eaters. So I think that it's limiting for food if you have fussy eaters. That's one thing I would say. I do think that the food options are wonderful if it's just 2 adults, or if you've got children that are really flexible with food. If you were staying there for longer than a few days and you have fussy eaters, I think you might find the food restrictive. It is my final verdict of Animal Kingdom Lodge and Animal Kingdom Kidani Village. I absolutely love this resort. It's not a resort I would stay at for 2 whole weeks necessarily, but I absolutely love the resort. And I talked about the pros, but let me just round over if you should stay here. I think you should stay here if you have a family, because the magic of the animals for your children is unmatched in any of the hotels in Disney World. And I think my children will tell you some of the best times they've stayed at Walt Disney World or their favorite hotel. It's always Animal Kingdom Lodge in their top 2 or 3. Always, because they love how magical it is and being near the animals. So yeah, I think if you're animal lovers, this is the hotel for you. If you love that safari vibe, it's for you. If you want to be a bit more relaxed and you're not looking for such a fast-paced Disney trip, this resort is also for you, because I really didn't touch on, but I'm just running out of time, guys, but I wanted to touch as well on how many activities there are at the resort. There are things like my children have done the wish bracelets, where you do activities every day that are run, and they have made food for the animals. They have been on scavenger hunts. They have fed the giraffes. They have done all sorts of things at this resort. There's always something going on, but it's such a relaxed vibe. So if you're looking for relaxed family time or just relaxed time as an adult, then I think this is also a great resort for you. And I think this is a really valuable option for DVC members because of the points. Reasons that I think that you shouldn't stay here or you should consider other options is, I wrote my list, I just need to check my list, guys, so I don't miss anything. If you want easy access to a park, if this is your first time doing Walt Disney World and you want to be go, 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 and you want quick access to the park and you don't know if you're ever going to come back, you're always going to come back. But if you don't know if you're going to come back and you want this trip to be go, 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 I've got to do everything, I don't think this is the hotel for you. I think you need to think about where you are in terms of access. I just think if mobility is important to you, then this resort might not be for you. And I also think that if you're looking for something that feels fresh and modern and maybe Mediterranean or glamorously deluxe, this hotel isn't for you. This is a deluxe hotel, but it doesn't give you that glamorous feeling that something like the Grand Floridian or the Riviera would give you. This gives you an incredible experience, but I don't think it's for you if you love that sort of like, let's call it Disney glam. If you love Disney glam, I don't know if this hotel's for you. Sometimes it smells a little bit like you're out with the animals, because you are out with the animals, especially if you open your balcony in the morning. Sometimes it's just like a outdoor smell, and not everybody wants that, and that's okay. So I'm gonna give it a overall score out of 10. This is based on my personal view, but for me, Animal Kingdom Lodge with its newly refurbished rooms, this has hyped my score up a lot, because I wasn't sure that my score would be this high if I wasn't staying in one of those nice fresh rooms. So overall, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. That is high. I nearly gave it a 9, but I think that's pushing it. 8.5 out of 10 for me. And it really is just the distance and the bus only situation that stops me being there more. But my children love it, I love it. It's an experience. Have you ever stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge before? Let me know below anything that you absolutely loved, any tips that you picked up, or if you would never stay there again, let me know why. I'd love to chat with you in the comments, so please drop me a message. If you don't already, please do hit that like, follow and subscribe. Turn on your bell notifications, because there's going to be lots of upcoming helping you plan and work out the kinks of traveling to Disney as a family and as a mum. And this series on a Thursday is really going to be us hashing it out together every week like friends, having conversations, chatting about what's good, what's not, what we should and shouldn't do, and like I said, future tips. So please do hit that subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I would love to have you here. If you made it to the end of the video, please pop a giraffe emoji for Animal Kingdom Lodge down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye!